It's live by Eddie Kane Jr.'s channel.
Let me see. Eddie Kane Jr. Eddie Kane Jr. Eddie Kane Jr. Why that sound familiar? Get over here.
Eddie Kane Jr. I'm letting you know right motherfucking now. Do not record my live and go put it on no YouTube channel. No, I'm not playing.
Ain't no secret. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the post. I'ma sub back to you. Ricc. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, my people. Y'all know why we here. Man, so Renegades, man. Y'all just heard Bricc, baby, man. This is the next episode of As the Cell Block Turns. You understand me? That's the new soap opera starring Luce and Bricc, baby. In this latest episode, got a few things to touch on, man. Y'all just heard Bricc. He calling back from inside the feds, you know what I'm saying? And he's saying some things that smart. And then he double back and just tear down everything he said. Let's get into it, Renegade. So, first and foremost, calls out Luce Cannon. Basically says, dude is a liar, man. Like, say, hey, we shall see, man. Because Luce Cannon came out and stated that when he first got transferred to the feds out in Cali, that he was cellies with Bricc, baby, which raise a lot of red flags to people. Like, y'all two intertwined in a case, and they're about to just put y'all in the same cell together. Are they recording y'all? Do they have a device in there? You know what I'm saying? So Luce said that they were cellies. Bricc never confirmed that. Bricc, baby, comes out and says the big light-skinned cat, Luce Cannon, was lying. Straight bap. Said they were never cellies. And he also has some words for Luce Cannon about that snitching, saying that's not the case. You understand what I'm talking about? Because Luce Cannon, let him tell it. He said that he broke his hand, allegedly in an altercation with Bricc, baby, due to snitching allegations, you know what I'm saying? And he put him out of their cell. But Bricc comes out saying that they were never cells in the first place. So, hey, who knows, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is where it comes to when Bricc, baby, is using his head and then bumps his head at the same time. So he comes out. He's stating that Luce Cannon, basically, he's crashing out on this phone. And I 100% agree with him on that. All these calls Luce Cannon making back to his wife, Sharice Mills, not a good look. He's still talking police-y type things. He's still saying things that's going to be held against him in the court of law. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use everything, especially calls that's recorded by the feds. They're going to glean every bit of information they can from it and use it against you. And it seems like Luce Cannon hasn't learned, you know what I'm saying? And Bricc, baby, now that's smarter on your behalf to say that. But, always a but. In the same breath, you're talking about that you're not going to get a bond because of TMC, too much cripping. Bro, everybody knows that you're tied to that organization. You don't need to keep repeating that and just putting that out there more times for people to hear. You understand what I'm talking about? And I'm going to tell you who seem like they learned their lesson. Yo, dude, Big U, he has been on radio silence. He's getting some good advice, man. I'm going to tell you that. His attorneys or whoever, or if it's just his common sense, he has went radio silence and has not put no extra content out there for them to use. You understand what I'm talking about? Smart man, because they going in, or like I say, you got a 43 count indictment. You don't need no help getting more counts against yourself. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, Bricc, baby, you're a little delusional because you say that the internet got you in there, got you in that situation. No, my brother. You got yourself in a situation with the loose lips. You understand what I'm talking about? Nobody twisted your arm and made you go on there and incriminate yourself. For example, nobody made you go on there and mention Dirk and he get back for Von and the situation out there with Lil Pop and Quando Rondo. Nobody made you mention that. Nobody made you mention any of the times that you escorted people, you know what I'm saying, and strong arm folks for their bread. Nobody made you mention all that, you know what I'm saying? That was done voluntarily, but it was documented by No Jumper and various other platforms, and it's being handed over to the law, you know what I'm saying? They getting all this wrapped up in a nice bow from No Jumper, in the No Jumper Rico. So everything you said is being held against you. So you can't look and point the finger at other folks. You got to look in the mirror, Bricc. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we'll see if you take your own advice and stay off these phones, man, because this all Luce Cannon is doing. He's staying on that phone, acting like it's content, him and his wife, and they're incriminating themselves. And now, Bricc, you need to stay off this mug, man. If anything, and if you do, keep it about, but you see now, Renegades, now it's about the kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's messed up that it got to be about the kids, or they got to be talking about the kids once they get incriminated, once they incriminate themselves and get knocked. Now it's all about the kids. Now it's all about the fam. Now they just an honest citizen. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully when you get back out, you remember that and remember the kids. Remember your kids. Stay focused on goal and don't be on the internet incriminating yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, we'll see how this case progresses. But yeah, Bricc basically come out saying that Luce Cannon lying. They never was sellies. Luce Cannon was lying, saying that he was snitching. Ain't no snitching going on according to the Bricc. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. Hey, Renegades, I'm going to catch you on the next episode of As the Cell Block Turns. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. That's just how I see it. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. You ain't no Renegades. Hit that sub button. You want to join us on the low key. Watch them ninjas that be close to you. Mission. Hit that join button. Welcome to the Renegades. Man, ain't no secret.
Did you have a nice flight, Johnny Tight Lips?
I ain't saying nothing.
I understand. How is your mother?
Oh, hey, who says I have a mother?
Very well. Johnny Tight Lips, can you see the shooter?
I see a lot of things.